वेलकम बैक स्टूडेंट्स, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। आज का जो टॉपिक है दैट इज प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ बाइनोमियल कोफिशिएंट्स एंड जनरल टर्म ऑफ बाइनोमियल एक्सपेंशन। तो आज हम बात करेंगे बाइनोमियल कोफिशिएंट्स की कौन कौन सी प्रॉपर्टी, कुछ प्रॉपर्टीज हम यहाँ पे डिस्कस करेंगे एंड जनरल टर्म ऑफ बाइनोमियल एक्सपेंशन। सो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, we know that by binomial theorem we have a binomial a plus b, and when I write it as binomial theorem means a plus b, nth power of a binomial is binomial theorem, that is a plus b raised to power n. So it is a plus b raised to power n, and we know that this is nc0 a raised to power n into b raised to power 0 plus nc1 a raised to power n minus 1 to b raised to power 1 plus nc2 a raised to power n minus 2 into b square plus so on to plus ncr a raised to power n minus r into b raised to power r plus ncn a raised to power 0 into b raised to power n. This is the binomial theorem. Now we know that nc0, nc1, nc2 so on to ncn, they are called binomial coefficients. So ये binomial coefficient इनकी properties क्या है? So first property is here. Here is a properties of binomial coefficients. First I can write properties of binomial coefficients. तो बेटा पहली property है यहाँ पे, पहली property है, we have a property that is we can write NCR means our property is if NCR is equal to NCS, then either R is equal to S or R plus S is equal to N. This is the first property. Means whenever NCR is equal to NCS, then either R is equal to S or R plus S is equal to N. We have one more property, that is the sum of all binomial coefficients. The sum of all binomial coefficients. Sum of all binomial coefficients is always equal to 2 raised to power n. That is nc0 plus nc1 plus nc2 plus so on to ncn, it is always equal to 2 raised to power n. तो इसको हम थोड़ा illustrate करेंगे by Pascal's triangle. We know that by Pascal's triangle we have a Pascal's triangle that is 1 1 and 1 1 2 1 1 3 3 1. If I write here, it is n is equal to 0, it is n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3. If I write the sum of this 1, that is this is 2 raised to power 0 which is equal to 1. It is 2, that is 2 raised to power 1 is equal to 2, and 1 plus 2 plus 1, it is 4 here, and we know that 2 raised to power 2 is equal to 4, and 1 plus 3, that's 4 plus 3 7 plus 1, that is 8, that is 2 raised to power 3 which is equal to 8. So sum of all binomial coefficients from 0 nc0 to ncn, it is always equal to 2 raised to power n. This is one more property, and there is one more property, that is we can write next property, that is nc0 minus nc1 plus nc1 minus nc2 plus nc2 minus nc3 is plus so on to sorry, we can write here nc0 plus nc1 plus nc2 minus nc3 plus nc2 minus nc3 plus so on to minus 1 raised to power n ncn, it is always equal to 0. It is always equal to 0. सपोज अगर हम यहाँ पे लेंगे, तीन बाइनोमियल कोएफिशिएंट्स है बेटा यहाँ पे, सपोज यहाँ पे कुछ बाइनोमियल कोएफिशिएंट्स है हमारे पास 1 3 3 and 1. If I write this 1 minus 3 plus 3 minus 1, 1 minus 3 is minus 2 plus 3 minus 1, that is 2, minus 2 plus 2, that is equal to 0. Means it is a this property here मैंने आपको जो illustration दी ये वो बाइनोमियल है जिसमें आपकी डिग्री 3 होगी, उस वक्त भी आप इसको illustrate कर सकते हो. So property is NC0 minus NC1 plus NC2 minus NC3 plus n plus so on to NC3 minus NC4 plus so on to minus 1 raised to power n into NCn is equal to 0. This is the property. So these are some properties of binomial coefficients. Now next topic, that is general term. What is the general term of this binomial theorem? What is the general term of this binomial theorem? Binomial expansion. एक binomial expansion में general term क्या होती है? As we know that it is a plus b raised to power n is equal to nc0 e raised to power n plus so on to this. This is the binomial theorem. We have to write general term. What is the general term of this binomial expansion? So general term क्या होगी बेटा? Here general term can be written as tr plus 1. It is the general term. General term of this expansion. General term, that's tr plus 1 is equal to ncr a raised to power n minus r into b raised to power r. This is the general term of this binomial expansion. With the help of this general term, you can calculate any term of the binomial expansion. Suppose क्यों हम लेंगे यहाँ पे, suppose you need to find the fifth term. You need to find the fifth term. So you have to replace here this. You have to replace this r by 4. You have to replace this r by 4. For example, अगर आपके पास एक binomial है x plus y raised to power 6, and I am asking you to find the fourth term of this binomial expansion. What is the fourth term of this binomial expansion? What is the fourth term in the binomial expansion of x plus y raised to power 6? So simply we can write the general term will be tr plus 1 is equal to 6, n के value is 6 cr x raised to power 6 minus r into y raised to power r. So we can write here, we need to find the fourth term. So we can write, put r is equal to 3. Put r is equal, so that we can write here tr plus 1, that is t of 3 plus 1, which is equal to fourth term, which is 6c3 x raised to power 6 minus 3, that is 3 into y raised to power 3. So we can write it to 6c3 x cube into y cube. And the 6c3 can be written as, the 6c3 is basically, 6c3 is the value, its value is, that is 20. So 6c3 is 20. So we can write 20 x cube y cube is the third term of this binomial expansion. So with the help of the general term, you can calculate the, thus with the help of general term you can calculate the any term of the binomial expansion. ठीक है बेटा? अब इस फार्मूला से आप क्यों हमने ली है इट इज जनरल r plus 1th term. देखिए बेटा, अगर हम यहाँ पे लेंगे this is the rth term, it is the term ncr e raised to power n minus r. बट यहाँ पे अगर आप बाइनोमियल कोएफिशिएंट्स को चेक करोगे, 0 से स्टार्ट होता है, 0 1 2 3 4 so on r. अगर हम टर्म्स की बात करेंगे तो ये जो पहली, ये फिर कौन सी टर्म होगी? ये पहली टर्म होगी. ये कौन सी टर्म होगी? ये सेकंड टर्म होगी. ये कौन सी टर्म होगी बेटा? ये थर्ड टर्म होगी. एंड दिस टर्म इज देन t of r plus 1th term, because so t1 and c0, that is 1 minus 1, 2 minus 1 1, 3 minus 1, that is 2. So t3 is nc2. So this r plus 1th term, this is called a general term of this binomial expansion. अब बेटा ये जो binomial expansion की general term है, इसको हम कहाँ पे यूज करते हैं? You can find, suppose you need to find the coefficient of x square, you need to find the coefficient of y square. Suppose हम यही लेंगे, यही this x plus y raised to power 6. Suppose I am asking you to find the coefficient of x square and y3, y raised to power 3, or I am asking you to find the coefficient of x square and y raised to power 4. What is the coefficient of x square y raised to power 4 in this expansion, इसमें x स्क्वायर y रेज़ पर 4 की क्या, इसका कोफिशिएंट क्या होगा, बाइनोमियल कोफिशिएंट क्या होगा बेटा, बाइनोमियल कोफिशिएंट क्या होगा. सो बाइनोमियल कोफिशिएंट को चेक अगेन, वी कैन यूज दिस t of r plus 1. वी नो दैट t of r plus 1 is equal, it is ncr x raised to power n minus r into y raised to power r. So here we can write this tr plus 1 is equal to 6cr x raised to power 6 minus r into y raised to power r. तो बेटा आपको क्या, कौन सा कोएफिशिएंट निकालना है यहाँ पे, आपको कोएफिशिएंट निकालो y raised to power 4. Either you can put this 6 minus r is equal to 2, or you can put r is equal to 4. I can write put r is equal to 4. Therefore 6 minus r क्या होगा फिर, that is 6 minus 4 which is equal to 2. 6 minus r is equal to 2. Therefore 6 minus r which is 4 minus 2 which is equal to 2. Therefore ये जो कोएफिशिएंट आएगा, r को क्या वैल्यू लेना है आपको, 4. So t of 5 means फिफ्थ टर्म में आप you can find the coefficients of x square and y raised to power 4 in fifth term. So t of 5, r plus 1 that is 5, 4 plus 1 that is 5, which is 6c4 x square y raised to power 4. So कोएफिशिएंट क्या है, 6c4. This 6c4 क्या है, अब what is the value of 6c4? You can find it either by NCR or by Pascal's triangle. 6c4 का कोएफिशिएंट क्या होगा, so it is 5. So it is 5. So coefficient of t5. So coefficient of ये जो 6c4 है, it is equal not 5, sorry, it is 15. So 15 is the coefficient of x square y raised to power 4 in the binomial expansion of this x plus y raised to power 6. So this is all about the general term. Now is your next topic, इसके related जो topic है, that is very important, that is middle term in the binomial expansion. How we can find the middle term? Of the binomial expansion? तो बेटा हम लिख सकते हैं यहाँ पे middle term in the binomial expansion. Middle term in the binomial expansion, that is, we can write middle term in the binomial expansion. We know that if a binomial has power n, then it is clear that the binomial has n plus 1 terms in its expansion. अगर एक बाइनोमियल का पावर n होगा तो इसके जो टर्म्स होंगे that is n plus 1. जो इसके एक्सपेंशन में टर्म्स होंगे, जो इसके सीरीज में टर्म्स होंगे, वो n plus 1 होंगे. मिडल टर्म हम कैसे निकालेंगे बेटा, हमें पता है जैसे हम नंबर्स की मिडल टर्म निकालते हैं. अगर नंबर्स इवन होंगे तो वी कैन सिंपली राइट n/2 plus n/2 and n/2 plus 1. मीन्स when n is even here. ये दूसरा केस है. यहाँ पे मैं सीधे आता, अगर नंबर्स की बात आप छोड़िए, यहाँ पे हम सीरीज की बात करेंगे. सो द मिडल टर्म depends on the exponent of the binomial. Here the middle term depends on the exponent of the binomial. Here middle term depends on the power of the binomial. So पहला केस है यहाँ पे, if n, case first, Case first. If n, that is exponent of binomial. If n, that is exponent of binomial, is odd. If it is even. If n exponent of binomial is even, then the number of if n exponent of binomial is even, then the number of terms in the binomial expansion are odd. If n, but ये n क्या है? It is the exponent of the binomial. If it is even, then the number of terms in the binomial expansion are odd, and their odd means their number of n plus 1. n is even plus 1 is always equal to odd. So terms क्या होंगी यहाँ पे? So total number of terms होंगी odd यहाँ पे. अब इसकी middle term क्या होगी? So the middle term is n by 2 plus 1 term. n by 2 plus 1 term. n by 2 plus 1 term will be the middle term. Means अगर यहाँ पे n even है तो और total number of terms क्या होंगी? Total number of terms होंगी odd. अब सपोज ये n हमने 8 लिया. अगर किसी बाइनोमियल का अगर पावर होगा 8, तो इसकी जो मिडिल टर्म होगी, जो इसकी टोटल नंबर ऑफ एक्सपेंशंस में जितने टर्म्स होंगे वो 9 टर्म्स होंगी, बट जो मिडिल टर्म होगी दैट इज 4 8 by 2, that is 4 plus 1, means fifth term will be the middle term. And you can calculate with the help of general formula T5, that is 8C4 and so on. You can find the fifth term. So n by 2 plus 1 will be the fifth term, will be the middle term. Sorry, it will be the middle term. But when n is even, when the power of binomial is even, in this case the middle term is n by 2 plus 1. Case second, if n, that is exponent of binomial is odd. If it is odd, then number of terms in its expansion, are n plus 1, but it is here even. Because n is here odd, so the terms will be n plus 1. Odd plus 1 is always equal to 1. So it is again n plus 1 terms होंगे, but ये जो n plus 1 terms होंगे वो even number होंगे, वो even होंगे. So the middle terms, यहाँ पे 2 middle terms होंगी. So the middle terms are, middle term कौन सी होगी बेटा? एक तो होगी n plus 1 divided by 12th term and n plus 3 divided by 2. ये 2 middle terms होंगी उस वक्त आपके पास कितनी मिडिल टर्म्स होंगी? 2. एक तो होगा n plus 1 divided by 2, दूसरा होगा n plus 3. बट ये जो n आपने लेना है, दिस n is here, जो एक्सपोनेंट का पावर होगा, सॉरी जो बाइनोमियल का पावर होगा, जो बाइनोमियल का एक्सपोनेंट होगा, वो n लेना है यहाँ पे. ठीक है? So it is n plus 1 divided by 2 and it is n plus 1 n plus 3 divided by 2. So these are the 2 middle terms. बट यहाँ पे एक रिमार्क है, इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एक ऑब्जर्वेशन है. ऑब्जर्वेशन क्या है? When there are 2 middle terms, if in a binomial expansion, when there are two middle terms, अगर किसी binomial के 2 middle terms होंगे, बेटा आपको पता है कि ये जो middle terms होंगे, their binomial coefficients are equal. Middle terms के अगर किसी binomial expansion में 2 middle terms आपने ली, तो जो इनके binomial coefficients होंगे वो क्या होंगे? Equal होंगे. So केस क्या लिखेंगे हम? रिमार्क क्या लिखेंगे हम? रिमार्क इज इफ देयर आर two middle terms, if there are two middle terms, then their binomial coefficients are equal. बाइनोमियल कोएफिशिएंट्स क्या होंगे उस वक्त? इक्वल. कब? अगर किसी बाइनोमियल एक्सपेंशन में किसी दो मिडिल टर्म्स होंगे, उस वक्त जो बाइनोमियल कोएफिशिएंट जो मिडिल टर्म्स होंगे उनके बाइनोमियल कोएफिशिएंट्स क्या होंगे? वो इक्वल होंगे. दूसरा रिमार्क यहाँ पे, बाइनोमियल कोएफिशिएंट्स ऑफ मिडिल टर्म इज द ग्रेटेस्ट बाइनोमियल कोएफिशिएंट. क्या है? बाइनोमियल क्या है? रिमार्क इज हियर binomial coefficients of middle term. Binomial coefficients of middle term is the greatest binomial coefficient. Is the greatest binomial coefficient. So जो भी मिडिल टर्म होगी, जो इसका बाइनोमियल कोएफिशिएंट होगा, वो इन सारी एक्सपेंशन में सबसे बड़ा बाइनोमियल कोएफिशिएंट उसका वैल्यू सबसे ज्यादा होगा. ठीक है. सो दीज आर द मिडिल टर्म्स इन द बाइनोमियल एक्सपेंशन. अब एंट्रेंस में क्वेश्चन आया है पिछले साल, वो मैं आपको यहाँ पे दिखाऊंगा. ये क्वेश्चन आया है. क्वेश्चन इज what is the middle term? Question is here, what is the middle term? Question is the middle term. एक्सरसाइज में लिखूंगा यहाँ पे, the middle term in the binomial expansion of x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 whole raised power n. इसकी जो क्या होगी? मिडिल टर्म क्या होगी? इसकी मिडिल टर्म क्या होगी? The middle term in the expansion of this x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 whole raised power n. इसको सॉल्व करने के लिए we can write this x square plus 1 by x square plus 2. This can be written as it is x plus 1 by x whole square. लिख सकते हैं whole raised power n. Why? It is x square plus 1 by x whole square. That's x square plus 1 by x square plus 2x into 1 by x. That's equal to 2. So this x square plus 1 by x square plus 2, it is basically a binomial. And binomial is x plus 1 by x whole square raised power n. So we can write it as it is x plus 1 by x whole raised power 2n. अब इसकी मिडिल टर्म निकालनी है बेटा. लेकिन यहां पे देखिए आप, ये 2n क्या है? 2n is even. 2n is even. Therefore 2n plus 1 are the terms in its expansion. इसकी एक्सपेंशन में कितने टर्म्स होंगे बेटा? 2n plus 1. 2n क्या है? इवन है. 2n plus 1 क्या होगा? 2n plus 1 odd होगा. क्यों होगा odd? Even plus 1 is always equal to odd. So this 2n plus 1 are the terms of in its expansion. This 2n plus 1. अब इसकी जो मिडिल टर्म होगी, मिडिल टर्म क्या होगी? एज पर दिस प्रीवियस फार्मूला, मिडिल टर्म होगी यहाँ पे 2n. That is 2n by 2 plus 1th term. So middle term. 2 cancel. That is n plus 1 term will be the middle term. So the n plus 1th term will be the middle term. N plus 1th term will be the middle term. Now what is t of n plus 1? T of n plus 1, it is 2n cn x raised power 2n minus n, that is n into 1 by x raised power 1 by x whole raised power n. Or you can write it as just 2n cn x raised power 2n minus n here, 2n minus n, that is n into 1 by x raised power n. X raised power n, x raised power n cancel, so the middle term will be 2n cn. ये जो 2n cn है, we can write it as with the help of this combination, we can write it as 2n factorial divided by 2n minus n whole factorial into n factorial, which is equal to n whole factorial divided by n factorial into n factorial. So this is the answer. Means the middle term of this binomial expansion is 2n factorial divided by n factorial into n factorial. So इसको आप नोट कीजिए अपने एंट्रेंस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू के लिहाज से मैंने आपको ये क्वेश्चन दिखाया. अब आपकी एक्सरसाइज में आपको करना क्या है, आपकी एक्सरसाइज में आपको करना क्या है बेटा. तो एक्सरसाइज के लिए आपको सिंपली क्या करना है, यू हैव टू टेक द एक्सरसाइज ऑफ दिस यूनिट एंड द क्वेश्चंस आर हियर. Question is, suppose question is here, it is exercise number 8.2, that is find the coefficient of x raised power 5 in x plus 3 raised power 8. ठीक है बेटा, you have to find here you have to find the coefficient of it is question number 1 exercise number 8.2. exercise आप खुद कर सकते हो बेटा. coefficient of x raised power 5 in x plus 3 raised power 8. x plus 3 raised power 8. बेटा आपको इसमें x plus 3 whole raised power 8 में से आपको x raised power 5 का क्या निकालना है बेटा. you have to find the coefficient of x raised power 5. so आपके पास बाइनोमियल के सॉल्व करने से पहले we have a binomial which is x plus 3 and इसकी डिग्री है that is 8. ठीक है. so बाइनोमियल क्या है, x plus 3. so we can write here, we know that general term. what is general term?